Welcome back, everybody. My name is BluJay, and we are back at the Reverb Outpost. And it's been a while. I have been out for about a week from this world, maybe a little longer. And it's been a couple weeks for you guys, maybe like a week and a half since the last episode of Reverb Outpost. I did a really quick beta update video right smack dab in the middle of the busiest week of the year, which probably wasn't the best idea. But, you know, you guys really enjoy those videos, and I was able to crank one out pretty quickly. But man, oh man, what a crazy week last week was. If you don't know what I do for a living, my full-time job, I work for a church. I'm a worship leader, and I do a lot of creative stuff for the church. So I do, like, lighting design for big events. I do, like, all the programming of lights for all the different campuses that we have. And we did a brand new stage design that took quite a while to do for the several campuses that we have open. And, you know, probably not the best idea to do something like that during the week of Easter because it's already busy enough, but we got it done. It was awesome. Had a really amazing week at work. Missed you guys a ton over here on YouTube. It was a little sad not to be able to really work on this world at all because we've been going consistently, you know, at least one episode a week for a while here at the beginning of this series, and then 2 episodes a week, starting back in, what was it, December, that we started doing 2 episodes a week on Reverb Outpost, so it's been a little bit sad not being able to record on here, so I'm excited, I'm glad to be back, happy to be back with videos for you guys on the regular schedule, now that our crazy week is out of the way. So we are in a cave system directly under our base, doing some lighting because it's still a little bit laggy here and there, especially when we try to turn on higher render distances. And, you know, I want to get the maximum render distance possible for a mobile device in order to, you know, be able to see as much as we can see, and it still be a smooth world, especially when we're making videos. When I'm playing on my own, like doing resource gathering or doing stuff off camera, I'm not super concerned about the lag. Sometimes it's a little bit laggy at higher render distances, but it's, you know, manageable for my device. Yeah, we're doing some lighting up of the caves to try to avoid some of the mob spawnage and mob pooling that occurs, you know, in caves. As, you know, you've seen a few episodes ago when we did the cave lighting the first time, there were some pretty big groupings of mobs. And so we're trying to eliminate that. I feel as if this is working because I have seen some mob life return to the surface, which has not been there for a while. It was pretty vacant. I didn't see very many mobs at night at all. And especially important for us to have creepers because we need the gunpowder to make rockets so that we can fly. And speaking of flying, if you missed the last episode, a little bit tragic. We lost some pretty decent stuff, but we're past it. We've moved on. It's way far in the rearview mirror at this point because we've had a lot of time and there's some lava just to remind us of our tragedy. Let's get away from here. But yeah, so we went hunting and we got 2 new elytra after we lost our really good one. But yeah, we've got some of our good supplies back, but it's going to take us a little while to, you know, regain everything that we had because we had an entire set of mending tools, and that is not easy to come by. You can either get mending books through fishing or through trading with villagers. And right now I don't have a mending villager, so fishing is our only option, basically. So it's going to take us a little while to get all that stuff back, but that's okay. We're going to take it slow. We're just going to ease ourselves back into this whole YouTube thing. Because we've been pretty busy for the last week or so. So I'm going to finish lighting up this cave, and then we'll talk about what we're going to do today. It's not a huge agenda. I want to keep working on the auto-sorting storage system in today's episode, and again, I have no huge agenda other than to just kind of ease back into things and see what we can get done on that project today. And there she is, the beautiful auto-sorting storage system guts. There's no exterior yet. It's going to be a massive cargo ship, just in case you didn't know, in case you missed the first 2 episodes that we were working on this. It's going to take a little while, because this is a pretty large project. The redstone itself took us a couple of episodes to get all of it wired up and completed, all of the resource gathering, all of that kind of stuff. So we are doing a little bit of resource gathering now by breeding up some cows, because we're going to need a ton of leather, because we're going to need some item frames. And a lot of you guys said, why didn't you grab the item frames from the end cities in the ships when you got the elytra? And as soon as I read those comments, I'm like, yeah, why didn't I do that? I have no idea. I wasn't thinking clearly. I just lost all my stuff, and I wasn't thinking about gathering resources for the next episode. I was thinking about how can I get all my stuff back. So this is the way that we're going to do it. We're going to breed some cows, we're going to butcher some cows, and we're going to get some leather to make ourselves some item frames. The game was actually just updated, and would you look at this incredible view? This is my iPhone 8 Plus with 32 chunks render distance. I have never had this many chunks in the entire time that I've been playing Minecraft on a mobile device. I don't know why this is an option. It still seems pretty laggy, but I am working around a lot of redstone, and I have certainty that there are still some areas of the caves that are not lit up, but I just don't think that a device like an iPhone is capable of handling 32 chunks, at least not yet, but my oh my, it is handling way better than I thought it would. So maybe we'll get some higher render distances with this brand new update. Awesome job, Mojang! So glad you guys are optimizing this kind of stuff. It's amazing. Thanks for all your hard work. All right, we are kind of done doing resource gathering. We're probably going to be doing some resource gathering in between cuts and, getting more and more resources as we go, but we've got some white concrete. The interior of our ship is going to be primarily made out of white concrete for the floors and for the ceilings, but part of the ceiling is also going to be stained glass, which we will get to here in a little bit. But something I want to chat with you guys about, I've had quite a few of you mention Fortnite videos. Where are they? Well, they are non-existent as of yet because, one, I've just been familiarizing myself with the game because I did not play it but maybe once or twice before it was released for mobile. And when I finally got the invite to the mobile edition of Fortnite, I still wanted to practice a little bit and get myself familiar with the game. And I still think I'm going to make some videos on it. I just wanted to make sure I knew what I was doing first. I still have not won a game yet. It is harder than it looks. My goodness. I've learned some new strategies and have gotten better at it. And I think the highest that I've gotten so far is fourth place. So all of you guys that are better at this than me, don't make fun of me. Fourth place is a pretty good achievement for 100 players going against each other, every man for themselves. But I plan to do some Fortnite videos sometime soon. Just, again, with Easter week being one of the busiest weeks of the year, I basically said, I'm not going to worry about making any new videos, and I'm not going to worry about making really any videos at all. The only video that I released was the beta update, and that was basically because I had an hour of spare time, and I wanted to do that really quickly. And I didn't even get to all the features that were available in that beta release. So I need to do another one of those videos soon where we can go hunting for some shipwrecks and some underwater ravines and test out the new water mechanics and all of that kind of stuff. Those are some things that I didn't get to in the last beta video, so maybe I will do that here soon. Or maybe I'll just wait for the next beta because they seem to release those fairly often. So just want to let you guys know while we're working on the flooring here that there are plans for some Fortnite videos, there are plans for some more beta videos, and I hope you guys enjoy those when they come out. I've got some item frames here. I've got 58 in my hotbar, and these are going to go above the chests. I've done a little bit of work off camera. Let's hop back down here and take a look at what we've done. I've actually got some quartz stairs, and I put those there because stairs will allow those top chests to still open. And so basically what we're going to do, if you didn't see the first video where we started working on this storage system, these are going to be the items to be sorted, and we will put items in these item frames. We may do some of it today just so I can show you what it's going to look like in the survival world, but it's going to take a little bit of time because we may not have many, if any, of some of the resources that are going to go in some of these slots. So we'll just kind of do that as we go and see what we can get done today. Well, That was not good. You see that giant tower of quartz there? Yeah, I fell from the top of that. I'm just so glad that I fell in the overworld and that I did not fall in lava again. Because I had my mending pickaxe on me, because it's mending on my fortune pickaxe, which we're about to use on this giant tower of quartz. Yeah, I hopped into the nether because I needed some quartz, because we're gonna do the second level here in just a second. And while I was mining it, or not mining it, while I was pillaring up to start mining it, yeah, just accidentally stepped off the edge, took a plunge down to the ground. Here we are, gathering our stuff, picking ourselves up off the floor, and thankfully, it's off the floor and not out of lava. Man, oh man, I can't catch a break. Comment question of the day: what is your favorite Star Wars movie, and what are your thoughts on the new movie coming out called Solo? From What the Kangaroo. I figured we could answer our question of the day while we are putting in the stained glass for the ceiling in each of the sections here of our storage cargo ship. So what is my favorite Star Wars movie? That is a difficult question because it kind of changes from time to time. And I get really excited about new Star Wars movies that come out. And for a while, it was like The Force Awakens because it was the first, like, back to the original kind of nostalgic feel of Star Wars since the originals. So it was like a refreshing of the series, and it was super exciting. So that one was my favorite for a while. And then I absolutely love Rogue One because it's a totally different feel, and it's not like... It's primarily focused on other characters that are not, like, in the Skywalker saga. So I really enjoy Rogue One. Really enjoyed The Last Jedi. I know a lot of people, like, were shocked by some of the stuff in The Last Jedi. It was not what people expected, and I kind of liked that. It kind of broke the mold from what we're used to in a Star Wars movie, and I really enjoyed that. But all in all, favorite one... That's kind of hard to answer. I really enjoy all of them for different reasons. Right now, I'm probably still gonna say Rogue One is my favorite because it ties together the prequel trilogy with the sequel. Or not the sequel, the original trilogy. And it's like the end scene of Rogue One takes place minutes before the opener of Star Wars A New Hope. And it's just like really cool to see how all that came together. So I really enjoy Rogue One. It's probably my favorite Star Wars movie as of right now, which is hilarious because it's not even part of like the Skywalker saga, episode 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then soon to be 9 in about a year and a half if they like release it at the same time as episode 8. So speaking of spin-off Star Wars movies, the other part of this question was, what do I think about the new movie coming out, Solo, a Star Wars story? I'm pretty excited about it. I'm really excited because these whole spin-off movies that they're releasing, it's kind of a different take on Star Wars, and they're pretty much allowed to do whatever they want. And for like Star Wars purists that are like, no, you can't mess with Star Wars, I say, why not? I mean, they're not changing the original story. They're just making new stories out of like inspired by the originals. So I'm really excited about it. The first like big hang up that I had with the idea was that Han Solo is Harrison Ford and Harrison Ford is Han Solo. So how are they going to make a Solo movie without Harrison Ford? And when I saw the trailer, all those doubts just kind of faded because no, it's not the same actor, but it's the same character. I think they're going to handle it really well. I think they're going to treat Han Solo with much care and respect because there are a lot of people who are very sensitive about that character because it's one of the originals and he's an incredible character. But I think that they are going to do a fantastic job, recreating the persona of who Han Solo is, even if it's not played by Harrison Ford, because let's face it, they're doing a prequel movie of Han Solo. They need a young actor, so I don't know what else they're gonna do. I don't think they should do like CGI or anything like that. But I'm pretty excited about it. I'm not sure when I'm gonna see it just yet. If it's gonna be opening weekend or if it'll be sometime after. Getting to the movies is a little bit more challenging these days with 2 kids. You don't get to the movies very often. So I do pick and choose when I can go, and I usually go with my wife. So, we try to figure out the whole schedule with the kiddos and having grandparents watch them and that kind of stuff. So, yeah, excited about the new movie. Not sure when I'm going to see it just yet, whenever it comes out. But I absolutely will be seeing it because I'm just a huge Star Wars fan through and through. I love anything and everything Star Wars. Hence why we are building a base that's inspired by Hoth. So there you go. Favorite Star Wars movie, thoughts on Solo movie. Hope that answered your question. I need some more sand because I'm out of concrete and glass, but I found this like little cave with a waterfall and a tree on the inside while we're hunting for sand. I just thought that was really cool. Like, we don't go adventuring very often. We've done a couple adventuring episodes recently, but anytime I find something interesting like that, definitely want to show that off to you guys. We'll have to keep in mind and remember where these coordinates are, just in case we ever want to do something with that, but highly doubtful because I'm tearing up the terrain here to get sand. But I just thought that was cool. Wanted to show you guys that. So I wanted to show you guys something. This is the Pocket user interface. I'm not sure what to think about it. I kind of like it. I haven't used the Pocket user interface for a long time, since back before, I think it was like when 1.0 was still out. So it's been over a year since I've used Pocket user interface, and it's changed a lot. You can do like the whole crafting thing, which is the big draw for why I switched to Classic. Because you could, actually craft items instead of just push a button. But some of the storage stuff is a little wonky. It's not exactly organized the same way as Classic. So, I don't know. We may give this a try at some point. We'll have to see. All right, so we've got all of the item frames in place. The ceiling is done. The floors are done. There's still a few things left to do structurally, but we're going to wait until probably the next episode, because we're going to have to start working on the exterior shell. We still need to do the item elevator and all of that kind of stuff, but I want to go ahead and place in a few items just to see, kind of a vision of what this is going to look like towards the end. And I also want to go back here and place in the excess items in the sorters themselves. So this will be the snowballs, and then, wonder why that only left 10 in there. This is for snow blocks. That's fine. That shouldn't go down. And then this one is for the top snow, 32. That's fine. It shouldn't go down because I think it's supposed to be like 41 items, if I remember correctly. I've forgotten. It's been a few weeks since I've worked on this, and my brain is kind of jumbled right now. So let's let that funnel in there. And then we'll go down and ouchie. Watch out. There's a floor missing. Okay, so just make sure there's nothing in these hoppers except for the ones that have already funneled down, because there will always be one locked in the bottom hopper as well. All right, let's check this out. Okay, so there's one in there, none in there, none in there, none in there. 22 items in there. I vaguely remember that being correct. Let's jump on back out here and make sure. Okay, so why is there only 10 in there? Shouldn't this one stay in there as well? Or do snowballs affect comparators differently than other blocks because they only stack in 16s? I think that might be it. That's curious. I'd be curious to know what that is, because I felt like everything was supposed to send off the same kind of signal strength, but snowballs don't appear to do so. They only stack in 16 items. I know that. Let's put these 2 back in and see. Yeah, they funneled down to 10. Apparently, that's the magic number for snowballs. All right, that's fine. We'll leave it as that for now. And 41. Yeah, that's the item number. So there's 41 packed ice in our packed ice auto sorter, and then 22 on down in the actual system, and 1 in the bottom hopper, and all of that adds up to 64 items. So this is working perfectly. And we'll keep on working on this as we go here and there. Just really quick to mention, the reason why I'm considering trying out this Pocket UI is because they changed a few of the mechanics on the classic UI, mainly concerning like item swapping in the inventories, and I think that that might push me towards using this. So anyway, that's a random thought. And now it's time to add 2 more people to our subscriber barracks. These are the last 4 beds in the Purple Squadron. And the first person we're going to add today is Damon Neal. Been pretty active in the comment section recently, so thank you for that. I appreciate you being active. Welcome to the subscriber barracks, Purple Squadron. And the next person we're going to add is Jerbear Gaming. And this guy is actually a friend of mine who just started this YouTube channel. Jerbear Gaming. Go check him out. Link is in the description below. He does Fortnite videos, so if you're itching to see some Fortnite before I can get some out, be sure to go show him some love as well. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is all the time that I've got for today. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. We got a little bit of work done, but kind of just eased our way back into the project mode for this world, and I hope to get even more done in the next episode, because I want this project completely finished by episode 45. Which is coming up pretty soon, so that this project is ready for you guys to explore and experience for yourselves in the next world download, and I hope I can meet that goal for you guys. If you really enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like, leave a comment, and go ahead and subscribe. Would love to have your support on this channel, and if you would love to check out my Patreon as well to support me in that way, that would be greatly appreciated. The link is in the description below. But for now, my name is BluJay, and I've got to fly on out of here. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.